Over the past weekend, we got incredible news, tons of announcements coming out of MagicCon Chicago, and as you can probably hear, my voice is still recovering from a banger of an event. I just had so much fun. I have tons of videos coming out about my experience playing Commander, yes, using the bracket system, and some collectibles that people are sleeping on because they were being scooped up everywhere, all over the convention. But today I want to focus on the announcement of this specific release. I want to talk about Tarkir, Dragonstorm, talk about the products that we know that are coming out, some changes that are coming to those products that will affect fans like you and I want to talk about the biggest impact that is going to be made with the release of this set. And if you're a Magic fan and you're watching channels like this, you're out there on YouTube searching for Magic content, this set is going to be extremely important to you. All right, without further ado, let's dig in. If you're here, thank you so much today for watching this video. If you like content like this, have been around the channel, or have just seen me for the first time, hit the subscribe button down below. We are racing to 12,000 subscribers, all made possible because of people like you, and every click of that button helps a small channel like mine more than you can possibly imagine. If you want to go above and beyond, you can click the channel membership button even further down. It's $5 a month to get you access to a bunch of cool stuff, access to early content, discounts on box openings, and it makes it so I don't have to pay for all the costs on this channel directly out of my own pocket. So thank you to the existing channel members. I appreciate you so very much. Without further ado, I want to talk about this release. And in my opinion, if you're a hardcore Magic fan, if you are out searching for YouTube content, if Foundations was your jam, this is going to be one of the most important Magic sets of the year, if not the most important, and we're going to get into why. But first, let's take a look at kind of the Wizards of the Coast specific breakdown. This article is for collecting Tarkir Dragonstorm, and I am excited to dig into some of this. As you can see, the set has a bit of controversy, and right off the bat, I want to address this immediately right in front of, let's get in front of it. Some people are not happy that this set has devolved into being about the various clans rather than about the dragons themselves. The dragons feel like very much like a sub-theme to this set, and I can totally see exactly where you're coming from. This makes sense that this would be a frustration, and while this isn't a frustration I necessarily share, it's annoying. I would like it to be mainly about the dragons, but because it's not going to ruin the set experience for me. So keep that in mind as we look at some of this stuff, as we dig into these cards. And right away we see we are going to get traditional foil and default foil cards. This is super obvious. We're almost always going to get these cards, and surprisingly, much to my happiness, we only have 3 subsets again in this product. And I do believe that Wizards of the Coast shrinking down the number of subsets. I brought a box to MagicCon. I haven't unpacked it yet. Collector's box of Outlaws of Thunder Junction, collector box, and the idea of like 7 subsets and where do cards go. This shrinking of subsets into this theme of we only have three little symbols in there, so more than likely when you open a Magic product, you know that you can go play in a standard event. At least with most of the stuff you're opening out of something like the Play Booster Box. We do know that the Play Booster Box is going to be very similar to not the Final Fantasy announced Play Booster Box, but rather the Aether Drift Play Booster Box. So pricing we expect to be very similar. Those can be found for anywhere from $100 and $110 online. We have MSRP breakdowns which match your regular standard sets. We don't really find ourselves in that Final Fantasy model, which is extremely good. And here we have some important dates, but frankly, none of that matters. Here we go when we start to see some of the unique treatments. And I gotta tell you, Wizards of the Coast has been doing a really good job with some of these unique treatments. Recently, we're gonna get through this kind of quickly because, every set has unique treatments. I do want to touch on the fact that for what we've seen, I do like, and the announcement of Halo foils being brought back somewhere in this article. It was said that, Halo foils will be back. We saw something we saw in March of Machine, and it's a treatment that I think is extremely undervalued as far as our community's enjoyment for that treatment. But finally, we've got some big news. Serialized cards are here, and we seem to be following the one serialized card model. This is going to be part of the final announcement in this video, the final big reveal in this video. I think this is huge. I think this is massive. I think this is going to do wonders for the value of this product. And look, it's not a bad card. You cannot tell me a scenario that this card doesn't see playing Commander, maybe not the serialized version, but all in all, this is an absolute banger of a card. As we see here, it is more looking like the Brothers War treatment. You got the old school artifact feel, the old school artifact shine, and frankly, I'm just very impressed with this widget where you can kind of view the card, you see the shading and the lights actually move around on the card, and hey, Good job, Wizards of the Coast. That looks very nice. Finally, we do have some of these showcase treatments here, and these are where you're only going to start finding these, or where you're going to start seeing that halo foil, I believe. Or no, sorry, in the channel Ugin, sorry. Ooh, got ahead of myself. But these showcase treatments, again, sticking out from other showcase treatments. We saw in Aether Drift, their showcase treatments were, you know, they seemed very off the wall. And I even said during a couple of my box openings, it feels very back and forth and non-consistent. The idea of showcase treatments feeling specific to a set, the idea that every set doesn't just have the fractured foil and the Japanese anime art in every single set is good in my opinion. I like the cards to feel unique from the set that they are from. They should feel a theme from that plane, from that product. And right here, this treatment is something that, in my opinion, does an amazing job of that. And we go further into the Ghostfire cards. And these Ghostfire cards really set themselves aside. I believe that these are the ones that you are going to be able to get in Halo foil. As you see here, you can see showcase cards in Halo foil. And in my opinion, these Halo foil cards are going to be extremely collectible. I don't think they're going to be crazy values, but you can tell me a world where people want to bling out their commander, bling out their commander decks, whatever it is, and that is, yes, that is modern Magic collectability, is blinging out these decks. These are going to be coveted, sought after, and I love the Halo foil treatment. Heck, maybe next time I do a live stream, I'll have some over. I have the companions in their crazy Halo foil treatment, and I think it's a very pretty Magic the Gathering card. All in all, Tarkir is doing a good job of doing something that I think is vastly underserved in Magic the Gathering right now, and that is making a Magic set that not only is magical, it's about Magic. That's the final reason this is such an important set, but it's also doing a good job of separating itself, feeling like a cohesive set, feeling like an in Magic universe Magic set where the cards align with the vision of the set, align with the story, align with everything going on, and I love that flow and how everything, you know, ties itself together. That to me is something that's been missing for some time now, and I love that it's happening here. And we do see, you know, more lies at the heart of the storm here, just additional preview cards, additional things. An inevitable defeat. If we take a look at this card, that card seems awesome. That card is wild. I freaking love this card. I love design like this. I love grindy, mid-rangey, spot removal-y things. Electrolyze might be my favorite card of all time. And yeah, while dragons are a sub-theme, they are absolutely 100% back. And as we break things down, we have play booster, we have collector booster, but here is the big kind of, I don't want to call it a game changer because that, you know, name has now been taken by Commander. We have 5 Commander decks. We're going to do a whole video breaking down Dragonstorm, Tarkir, Commander, and what I think, but an initial preview is, you know, I don't love it, but I like it more than 2 decks, but I think the community reaction is going to be not as good. Most of my comments section on any video talking about 2 commander decks versus 4 is always like, stop telling them to make more product. We need less product. And they're going to be like, oh my god, it's just more product. Wizards just gives us so much. Guys, it's 1 more commander deck than you need for a pod. That's my opinion. I think this is better than 2 and maybe even better than 4, because if 1 deck is just completely useless, at least you have a closer performing pod, or you can weed out the most popular or most powerful one, whatever it might be. Finally, we don't have a specialized bundle. We have a regular bundle, and we have, you know, what is it? Clan-based pre-release packs. The idea that you get to pick your pre-release or a randomly assigned kind of your pre-release is going to be extremely interesting. So you still get the 5 random boosters. You can still build anything you want. You can still build anything that you can possibly imagine, but your dice is going to be different. And 1 clan-themed pre-release booster, which includes 14 cards for your plan. So if you go off plan, if you go off your color pie here, it's definitely going to be much harder to make that happen when everyone else has access to 14 additional cards. All in all, it's going to be a really good set, and it's going to be, in my opinion, maybe the most important Magic set of the year if you are a hardcore Magic the Gathering fan. Now, don't just run to the comment section and be like, no, Final Fantasy and Spider-Man and SpongeBob. Like, yes, those are going to be extremely well-selling sets. They're going to do laps around Tarkir as far as sales numbers will go, and by the way, we will track every single sold listing of sealed product right here and at cardboardfinance.com. Thanks again to the channel members, so we will know those numbers. But I do believe for regular Magic fans, this is going to feel like a Magic the Gathering set, and you cannot convince me that that is not important, at least to some of us out there. And for this reason, I think there's going to be a lot of core community love for this product. There's going to be a lot of core community love for the release, and I, for one, am maybe more hyped for this set than I am for any other set so far. And I know when Final Fantasy starts coming around, I'll be on the hype train. The YouTube numbers will probably be crazy. Everyone will be talking about it. There'll be YouTubers that don't normally make Magic content that are all in on it. Like, that stuff is cool. To see our game have that reach and to grow, it's cool. I like that. But as a core Magic fan, as the magical heart of mine beats, I am going to love this set. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for hanging out today. If you haven't yet, make sure you click the buttons we talked about and tickle the like button while you're down there, because I never ask for it to get any love, and that's something I have to get better at. And I made it to the end of the video, but hey, if you watched the end of the video, hopefully you at least liked it. I want to hear all your thoughts about Tarkir in the comment section below. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and we'll see you around. All right, goodbye.